tale of Mew Mew, the culinary diva and daring explorer. Once upon a time, in a charming little abode, there lived a calico cat named Mew Mew. But hold on a second, this wasn't just any run-of-the-mill kitty. Oh no, my friends! Mew Mew was a born culinary critic and a relentless adventurer, ready to take the world by storm. Chapter 1, the sacred ceremony of breakfast. For Mew Mew, breakfast was no casual affair, it was a holy ritual, an event of monumental importance. She never, and I mean never, rushed through it. When her human would place that bowl down, Mew Mew would do something no other feline on the planet dared to do. Sniff, sniff, and then wait for it sniff again. If it was her beloved kin tuna, you better believe Mew. Mew would be licking her chops like a gourmet chef savoring a Michelin-starred dish. She'd nod her head in sheer delight, and then, oh boy, she'd commence the slowest, most deliberate feast you could ever imagine, savoring each tiny morsel as if she were deciphering a complex flavor symphony. But what if it was a new type of food? Oh, hell no! You could practically hear the dramatic music cue in the background as she eyed that bowl with suspicion, her whiskers twitching in disbelief. What fresh madness was this? Would it be a culinary masterpiece or a complete disaster? The tension was palpable, folks. Oni? Mew Mew would lift a paw, gently touch a piece, and then glance at her owner with a judging look, as if asking, really? This is not as fresh as I expected. Mew Maya's food preferences were clear. Fresh ocean tuna, just the smell was often enough. Smooth chicken pate, it had to be warm. And occasionally a few drops of plain yogurt as a luxurious dessert. The food bowl had to be spotless. And the drinking water had to be fresh from the tap, not left out for more than 10 minutes. Chapter 2, the adventure of the yarn ball. After a satisfying meal, Mew Mayu's energy would explode. She transformed into a small, fierce predator. Mew Maya's play preferences were diverse, but there were 3 games she was absolutely obsessed with. 1, the mysterious ball of yarn. The green ball of yarn was Mew Maya's archenemy. When the yarn rolled across the floor, it was no longer an object, but a monster attempting to escape. Mew Mew would stalk it, wiggle her rear end, and pounce. She would hug the yarn tight, using her back paws to bunny kick relentlessly as if teaching it a lesson. 2, the elusive light laser. Nothing drove Mew. Mew crazier than a tiny red dot dancing on the wall. It was the perpetual, uncaught prey and eternal challenge. She would race from the living room to the kitchen, leap onto the sofa, and throw herself into the air, only to realize, it's gone! This only increased Mew Maya's determination for the next hunt. 3, the inviolable cardboard box. Mew Mew believed that every cardboard box, big or small, was either a fortress or a secret land waiting to be explored. She would climb inside, hide herself, and suddenly stick a paw out to attack anything passing by. The older and more battered the box, the more Mew Mew loved it. It was the place where she could both rest and act as the gate guard of the entire house. Conclusion! Mew Mayu's life was a perfectly balanced sequence of simple pleasures. A meticulously evaluated breakfast, a short nap in her box fortress, and thrilling pursuits with the ball of yarn. For Mew Mew, happiness was the combination of delicious taste and excitement, a simple but joyful recipe for life. Would you like me to translate another story? Or is there a specific English phrase you'd like me to check for you?